business, you're a distributor, you're on momentum, or you want to go back to momentum, you want to bounce forward. I want to ask, what is your priority this 2021? What is your number one or top priority this 2021? I know we all have been pushed back in 2020 because of the global crisis and the pandemic. A lot of us may have even have a lot of goals, but actually last year, despite all those things, a lot has taught us lessons. And one is preparation for an unforeseen event just like this. So also having a plan B instead of just having a plan A. This year, guys, for most of us, is the time to bounce forward. Do you guys agree? So what goals do you truly desire in your life right now? And if you have the power and ability to dictate the way you live and design your life, what would it be? So for me, success means that I have the freedom and time flexibility. After all, what's the point of having a lot of money if I'm not in control of my time, right? So let's dive into it, guys. Who are we as a company? And why you two should take a closer look before everyone else does. So our company is called LifeVantage, that started in the US, founded in 2003. It is a debt-free wellness company, publicly traded in trading in NASDAQ LFVN, pioneering a new science called nutrigenomics, in where it is the study of the relationship between the human genome, nutrition, and health. Don't worry, guys, when I first started, even me as a nurse, I didn't know more about it. It was featured, it is as good as this, guys. It was featured in the Today Show and said that the latest trend, okay, isn't a fad diet or newly discovered supplement, it's your DNA. And also in Fox News, nutrigenomics is changing everything. Where we once thought we were powerless is now an area over which we have at least some control. The ability to use nutrition to affect our genes means that we're no longer at the mercy of our DNA. And that nutrigenomics market is expected to reach 17.3 billion US dollars by 2023 by the Market Research Future, who are excited. Just like when Tesla, rise up, Zoom shares, imagine, So just like anything else, business is changing. Are you paying attention, guys? Take a look at this. Airbnb, Uber, Amazon, Zoom, oh my God, they are skyrocketing. They have leveraged the use of an online platform. They came along and changed the rules of the game. Oh my goodness, guys. And guess what? LifeVantage is certainly doing the same. LifeVantage began in a lab as a group of scientists who discovered that we don't have to accept cognitive and health decline as simply part of getting older. In fact, LifeVantage is dedicated to cracking the human aging code. In just a few years, the movement has grown from a handful of people in a lab to global phenomenon with no signs of slowing down. We believe that in order to truly enjoy longevity, we needed to biohack both our physical and financial health. That is why our nutrigenomic products are sold exclusively through our network of independent distributors. Now, how does it work, guys? Have you heard about this? Compounding interest. It is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. It's just like companies like your insurance company, your power bill company, internet provider, or even Netflix, in where you pay monthly for their products or services. In our case, we don't just spend monthly, but also get paid monthly or even weekly and daily too. As a LifeVantage independent distributor, we take the advantage of the power of compounding. We each focus on finding a few customers and a few distributors to start with. Then we teach our distributors to do the same. Over time, the consumer network multiplies and we get paid on the whole network every month. It's a smarter way of earning. Now, this is our average annual earning disclosure. If you look at our earnings statement as something that the SEC requires us to put out so that we can lie to people about what our distributors make, I can tell you that we pay by percentage more to our distributors than any other companies out there in direct selling. Okay? If you would take a look at this, from Pro 1, where the average distributor will start all the way up to Pro 10, the middle ranks, the premier ranks, if you could see here, premier 4, 5, and 6, the average Pro 4 makes $1,500 a month residually, guys. Imagine that. that's a side hustle. That's an extra income. Imagine what an extra $1,500 a month showing up in your mailbox every single month for the rest of your life. Now, what would it mean to you? What would it mean to an average, Australian or Kiwi family? The average Pro 5 in our company makes over $3,000 a month, US dollars. Now we're talking to close a $36,000 a year job part-time showing up every single month. The average Pro 6, 7,000 a month, two times more than the average, Kiwi or Australian that makes in a year. And all of us are doing this part-time in a direct selling kind of opportunity. It's just the best compensation plan that I've heard of, that we're getting paid over effort than just over time. Guys, if you could see this information as a business opportunity, join before critical mass or momentum happens, because I tell you what, 99.95% of Australians and Kiwis have never heard and even joined Live Vantage yet. As you can see, guys, it's just a few of us right now, and we're just going to start momentum. So, how good are the products? Our products are called NRF2 activators. NRF2 is a protein messenger in a body that helps activates a set of genes that turns on the production of our own antioxidants, our body's defenses. It is clinically proven to lower oxidative stress, okay, by an average of 40% 30 days with a lot of health benefits. I love it, guys, because as a millennial, I hate popping so many pills. And I love it that I just have to take one pill a day. The main challenge is that we're not getting enough antioxidants that our body provides because of foods or food supplements or vitamins doesn't provide as much as many. Yeah, as you can see here, guys, it could provide you so much health benefits, all right? It could improve sleep, reduce oxidative stress, combat effects of aging, activate our NRF2 protein to turn on the natural antioxidant production, and many, many more. So the main challenge here, guys, like what I mentioned, is we're not getting enough antioxidants in our body because food supplements or vitamins has a 1:1 approach here at your left side of the slide in providing ourselves with antioxidants and exposing ourselves more to toxic substances like chemicals in food, environment, radiation, and many other sources that would cause an imbalance, producing harmful particles called free radicals. Now, this imbalance is called oxidative stress. That is very harmful to the body and may lead to certain diseases. Guys, here is the discovery that our company made. With NRF2 activation, and where it is activating our body's responses and creating our own natural defenses by providing our own antioxidants using these three antioxidant enzymes called catalase, glutathione, and SOD, or superoxide dismutase. You don't have to be a nurse or having a medical background to be good at this. It is fighting 1 million harmful particles per molecule per second in our cells. Imagine 1 million. That's crazy. Now, these claims have been proven with studies published in PubMed.gov. Now, what is PubMed? PubMed.gov is a reliable source of information and where medical doctors and scientists use this as a basis for their information. As you can see here, guys, with NRF2 alone, it has over 16,000 studies done over the years. One latest study done in 2015 by Washington State University said that NRF2 activation may well become the most extraordinary therapeutic and most extraordinary preventive breakthrough in the history of medicine. So even with our flagship product alone, guys, our Pretendum NRF2 has 26 studies that supports its claims. Now, guys, I would be inviting some of our team members who has embarked on a journey to flip their switches in order to control their health, their finances, and their life. So I think Sophia is here. Yeah, I'm just gonna unmute Sophia and ask to start video. There you go. Where's Sophia? Hang on. Speaker. I'm gonna just bring Sophia out. Spotlight. There. Got you. Hey, Sophia, I'm really so sorry. I've been slacking with this Zoom thing. But anyway, thank you for sharing your time with and your time tonight with us, eh? So I would like to firstly introduce Sophia. She's a marketing specialist, a mom, but also a millennial entrepreneur. So let us hear from a bit of your story and why you partnered with our community.
Hi, Ben. Hi, everybody. So glad to be here and such an amazing energy that just delivered to all of us. Just a little bit about myself. So, I was introduced to Life Vantage by a good friend of mine, Sue. So, September 2019, Sue called me and asked me if she could send me some information to
Hang on,
check out.
Sophia. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Is it just me because I think we can't hear you properly? I think your audio is cracky or something wrong with your audio. I think remove Bluetooth. Audio is not clear, so we have some comments from our guests. There,
Sorry
there you go.
about that, guys. Is it better? Is it better
Oh,
now?
that's awesome! That's awesome! That's great! Awesome!
Sorry
Awesome!
about
Yeah.
that.
So
It's
we're
my
very excited, Sophia. So I gave you guys a very quick overview. I think that was in history the quickest overview I've ever made. But if you guys wanted more information, go back to the person who invited you here tonight. But the best thing are stories, guys. The most important thing are stories and how our Life Vantage biohacking community has changed people's lives. And one of that is Sophia. So Sophia, please take it away.
Thank you, Ben. Sorry about that, guys. Thank you so much for the energy you delivering, Ben. I'm so glad to be here. Well, firstly, I would like to share how I joined Life Vantage. So I was introduced to Life Vantage by a really good friend of mine, Sue. So September 2019, and Sue called me and just basically asked me if she could send me some information to check out. And with this video is an ABC primetime investigative report. So then I was immediately attracted to the information in that video. And then because I trust Sue and I know how much research she would have been done. So then I just very quickly decided to jump on with this Life Vantage, the company. So I joined the Life LV family very quickly. But the reason why I joined this type of business is because after I started working full time, I felt life has become stagnant for me. So I didn't have any other goals. And then I asked myself, do I see myself just as an employee for the next 45 years of my life? And my answer was certain, no. So like I know I needed something outside or on top of my 9 to 5 job. So because I don't want to work full time when I become a mom. And I also wanted to be able to take my parents travel around the world. Um, and that has always been my dream. So then my number one priority then is for me is being able to take them to travel is for them to be healthy, maintain healthy. So then having them taking a health products and then getting paid at the same time to treat this as a business is the number one option for me. So I don't think there's any other business can give me both good health and achieving my financial goals at the same time. So for me, I can this is a must be done task for me. So I just need to learn and get better at this.
Wow. That's really powerful. You know what? Actually, to be honest, Sophia, it's my first time to hear your story. And I know that why it's really very powerful and how and why you got started is because, who doesn't want to take their parents and give them a treat and pay for all expense travel around the world, right? And also giving the best for your child. But anyway, when you first started this journey, you never had any experience or knew anyone who would do this business with you, right? You were dead scared to go out of your comfort zone and reach out to people you know or who you didn't know. But now, fast forward, being in the business for over a year now, growing your business locally and globally. I know you've been growing in China as well. It's really great. Well done. What has changed, man? What has changed? How did you do it despite that lack of experience and fear in you, whether you would succeed or not?
So at the beginning, I was not scared, but I was hesitant to think what others would think about me doing a network marketing business. But later on, I started to see my blockage. You know, what's blocking me from seeing myself getting where I want to be and where the business want to be. So then I thought to myself, like, I should not let nobody standing between me and my goals. And I am a big believer we can achieve whatever we have our mind on. So I'm doing at the moment a 30 days challenges and just trying to get people who wants to do the same, have the same, you know, on the team. But I think the biggest change is the mindset, is how I read and see myself. That's the change, yeah, the game changer for me.
That's amazing. That's really absolutely true. You know, you really have to invest in yourself first, and mindset is really the key in this business. But you're amazing. I mean, like, guys, if you here are is a guest, or you are that person who has never had any experience of this kind of industry, this is so brand new to you, you know, and you're hesitant, just like Sophia did from the start. Guys, you've heard from her. The key is, investing in your personal mindset. You gotta protect the dream, and you gotta really do whatever it takes, because that's your life that you wanna, you wanna succeed, right? So anyway, Sophia, that's so amazing. And I know you're a mom of your daughter. How old is your daughter?
She is 3.5 now.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Imagine the legacy that you could leave for her, and the time freedom or flexibility that you could create to have more time with her. Amazing. So where last question, sorry. Where can you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years over here in our company?
Definitely gonna follow your footprint, Van, become a Pro 7 in
Awesome,
our
awesome.
business. Yeah.
If you have one tip for our guest tonight, okay, as a millennial entrepreneur,
Yeah.
from you, coming from you as our aspiring leader, you're our leader as well, growing our China market as well. What's that one tip for everyone else tonight?
I think it's follow your heart, you know, like I believe millennials are dreamers, that we all dream for a better world and we want to make things better. And then just know that it's possible and follow what the successful leaders and people has already done, and knowing that is possible for us as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sophia. Thank you for
Thank
spending
you, Van.
energy with us here tonight, and hope to see you again, and maybe become one of our next speakers to share our overview tonight. So anyhow, next up, guys, is a Kiwi. Oh my goodness. So I'm just gonna bring her on. So her name is Sheryl. She's a medical scientist, by day, a mom, but also a millennial entrepreneur. Let us hear from her on how and why she partnered with our community here with Life Vantage. Hey, Sheryl.
Hi, Ben. Thank you. Yes, I'm over here in Auckland in New Zealand. So yeah, I live with my partner Brad and our two boys, Cole and Hudson, who are 6 and 8 years old. I am a medical laboratory scientist, which I've done for over 22 years. But when I was introduced to Life Vantage, I was kind of at a point where I was feeling very stuck in my job and in my career, and pretty limited options to change since I've done it for so many years, and it's a very specialized career. And I was actually at a point where I was dreading my next 20 years doing the same thing over and over again. And I felt like I was missing out with a lot of time with my kids. You know, I never saw them in the mornings because I left so early. I could never go on school trips. And, you know, I just wanted some more time freedom, but I just didn't know what else I could do. So I was introduced to Life Vantage from a friend that I went to uni with. We actually did the same degree. And I looked into the science behind the products, and I was pretty much sold on that, and knew they were something that I wanted to take myself, and I would take for the rest of my life. But then I saw the business option, and it was kind of like a light at the end of the tunnel. It was something that I could build up while I was still, working my full-time job, still getting a full-time wage, but it's something that I could build up, and hopefully one day take over from my full-time job and just give me a bit more time freedom.
That's amazing. You know what, Cheryl? I've been listening to your whys all the time. I ask, what's your why? And you know what? For over a year now, your why has matured. It has grown massively. And I think now it has more substance. It's like I can feel that it's hungrier. it's really a lot serious right now. And I know where will you be heading to, because I know you've found clarity and direction. But anyway, I wanted to thank you as well, jumping on with us tonight as part of our Millennial Entrepreneur, sharing tonight. But like you mentioned, you're a busy mom, being super busy at work as a medical scientist, which is physically and mentally demanding. Having two children and a wife requires a lot of time and energy. When you were presented with this opportunity, it would require enough time and energy as well. How did you manage building it, bringing a lot of customers? Actually, you're one of our top customer enrollers here in New Zealand, despite having that limited time in a day, and with that energy as well.
Yeah, you're right. My job was not so much physically demanding, but really mentally demanding. And so I'd come home from work and I'd be absolutely exhausted, and still had, the routine of the kids to take care of. It was exhausting, and I was exhausted. So firstly, actually, from getting on the Life Vantage products, I just found I had so much more energy, focus, and I just felt like I had brain power back again. And I think sometimes, as a busy mum, you just keep doing everything because you have to, and you don't realize how exhausted you are until you actually feel better. And so from getting on the products, I actually, I feel, I don't know, I guess normal, if that's, if anybody's really normal. But so, I feel like I deal with the busyness of my life and the kids so much better. And I feel like I'm a better mum, and just a lot more clear-headed and a lot calmer. And from the building the business side of it, I know a lot of people just fit it in around their busy schedule, but for me, that didn't really work. I felt it was just a bit too overwhelming. So what I found better was to time block. So that was my strategy. Like, I just work out times of the day that would work for me. So for me, it's after the kids go to bed. I have a couple of hours in the evening where I can build my business. And then also on the weekends, fit in the business around, our family time.
Wow, that's awesome. And actually, that's what we learned from our mentors as well, is really block off your priority tasks first, and then, put where you could fit Life Vantage, and you just really have to make a way. You know what, Sheryl, you just showed us, like, you really did made a way. Because I tell you, as a laboratory scientist, it's not an easy job. And coming home with two boys who's wanting your time, attention, and making food for them and your partner, and for yourself, you love fitness and walking or running as well. Geez, and now being one of our top enrollers of customers here in New Zealand, it's an amazing, I think, keep on going with that habit. And guys, you've learned from Sheryl that despite of her having not much of her time in her hands, she still showed a way, guys. And that's because of her why, that she wanted to have more time for her family. What's the essence of having more money if you can't control your time, right? So just last one from you, Sheryl. If for our viewers right here who are guests or first time watching us over here, what's your one tip through the over a year that you've been building our business? What's your one tip that you could give those people with before they start this business or journey with us?
I would say be coachable, and learn from people that have done it already, and also find your niche and find your way of doing it. The way you build vans probably different to the way I build, but you'll find your people and I'll find my people. So yeah, find your people, I think.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, that's what they say, find your avatar. So who you can really relate to. So thank you that you've heard guys from Sheryl, and thank you for so much for your time and saying yes to come up here. And actually guys, Sheryl is not really comfortable in talking in front of a lot of people, may it be in Zoom, but now you could see her confidence is just through the roof. So amazing. So thank you so much. So anyway, guys, here is our last speaker's sharer, but not the least. Okay, I'm gonna get him on a spotlight because man, you gotta listen to him, you gotta hear him, and also feel his energy. So anyway, let's welcome Jez, a corporate professional, author, speaker, coach, and a millennial dadpreneur. Let us hear from him on how and why he partnered with our community as well. Go for it, Jez.
Hey guys, Jez Perez here. Thank you so much, Van, for that amazing bio. And guys, look, if this is your first time with us, drop an emoji, thumbs up, high five. If this is your first time, let me tell you guys, I'm glad you did, because you know what? It's not an accident. And I believe that you're here such as a time as this. And you know, the best is yet to come. I've seen a lot of emojis. Thank you so much, guys. And why Life Vantage? Why partner with a multi-billion-dollar company? I would say multi-billion because of where we're heading at. But it's not just about the company itself. It is actually the products. The products is phenomenal. It's changing people's life, and it's also changing people's life through finances. And guys, you know, not only that Life Vantage has changed our life, it's changed our health as well. And it's definitely done so many wonders when it comes to our finances. And if it wasn't for Life Vantage, because this business model works, and it's a different business model. And if you just open your eyes just to give it a shot, give it a chance, it's going to change your life. And you know what? It's never too late to start, but it's always too late to wait. So don't wait, right? Don't procrastinate, because let 2021 be your year. And you know what? What a perfect time to be at a time like this, since it's still on January and we're almost close to February. And you think, man, I've just wasted my life, wasted my months. This is going to be your year, and it's all. And by the way, it's only going to be your choice, right? So your choice is tonight, right? The decisions that you're going to make tonight is going to determine your future. So if you've been invited here, please talk to the person who's invited you. If you've seen these posts on Facebook, on social media, reach out to the person, because I'm telling you right now, your decision tonight to make a choice and decisions, you know, I'm going to give this a shot. I want to see how it works. And let me tell you, we've got an amazing team and support to help you every step of the way. Life Vantage is, it's a new way of doing business. And I'm just so glad to be here and to share my story. So Van, thank you for the introduction.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks, Jess. So anyway, Jess, can you share us, like, how did you got started, like, and how you met Life Vantage, how you got started, and why are you still here? Why are you doing it? Despite, I know you're super busy with your own business as a high performance coach, but then you believe in what we're doing and now part of our community.
Absolutely. I believe in this type of business model. And it's not only about leverage, but it's a community. And the reason why I'm still here is because in any business, it's long term. You know, this is not a cookie cutter where, and this is where you go through the process. You got to trust the process and really embrace the journey. Because in any business, whether it's in this business model or any other business model, you know, you want to be the type of person that builds resilience. And it's all about three key areas that I've learned. And what I've learned through here is we got to have that mindset. We got to build that resiliency, you know, learn through the process, learn the products, how products are being amazing and the business model, and build that skill set, right? You got to build that skill set. Whatever things that you're lacking of, you got team members to help and support you to take you to the next level. And number three is really taking action. And how I got into this business is, you know, Hannah is the one who is my wife, who I'm building business with. She's also a mompreneur. And she's got multiple businesses such as myself, but we happened to meet a lovely couple, which is Jing and Arnold, and they are the ones who showed us the business. But we were a bit skeptic, and you might have a skepticism right now, and you know what, I understand. And you know, we were a bit skeptic, but we knew that, hey, let's give it a shot. But let's do our research. But you know what? It wasn't the research that we did. It was the people that we dealt with that kind of gave us a lot of clarity. And the only way we got confidence through our decision was we've got clarity because of what we've seen. And secondly is we got certainty in how it actually works. We came in a different mindset, like, oh no, it's not gonna work, blah, 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 blah. And you know what? We made a choice to say, you know what, let's set aside the negativity and let's see how it really works. And really, can it work for us? And we looked at it and future pace and said, you know what if we said yes, and what would happen tomorrow? And I'm glad, and we're glad that we actually trust the process. And we reach a certain rank within a month, and then we reach a certain rank within 2 months. But it's not because how amazing we were. It wasn't because how talented we were, because we're in different businesses. It's because we went through the process. We cling on to our leaders. And shout out to Jingen and Arnold and Josie Tom, who's here, and Van, such as yourself, who paved the way. But we were learnable, teachable, and we gave this a shot. And because of that, and let me just tell you this, right? There's three types of people that's in this webinar session right now. You're just an observer, you're curious, or that you're an action taker. And let me tell you, those who take action is going to reap the benefits. And it's because you want the best things in life, right? And the only way you can do that is through leverage and a culture like this. Culture like this that everyone provides, and you're never gonna let behind. And that's the reason why we're sticking around and we're still here, and we're trusting the process, right? And in business, it's long term, right? And it's not about just money, right? Because when you add value to others, money will always be attached to value, right? And when you have the right intentions to learn and to grow, to expand and help others through the products and through this business, you are going to be here sustainable, and it's going to scale. So three things I want to share with you is you got to aim big, right? You got to be a big dreamer. So aim big. You got to do it with progressive steps, and you scale up. How do you scale up? It's through this business model. How do you scale up? It's through some team effort. How do you scale up? Is by trusting the process and going through it and saying yes to yourself, and then work out the how during the way.
Awesome, man. Awesome. See, there you go, guys. You just had a taste of a high performance coaches. Man, he just gave us a bomb over there for us for 2021. So Jess, thank you so much for everything. And guys, that's just just a bite, So if you wanted to know more, you want to hang around this kind of community, especially this millennial entrepreneurs that we're creating around, guys, you just hang around with us. So anyway, thank you so much again, Jess. Thank you for saying yes. And yeah, I'm just gonna close up, and before we do that, where do you see yourself? Like what Jess has mentioned, where do you see yourself? If you're a guest over here, you want to try the products, you want to learn more about the products, you want to try the products for the next 3 months, or even just give it a shot for the next 30 days and give your friend or family member, your feedback. Okay, just support them by just trying their products. Hey guys, this 2021, we gotta love each other, we gotta care for each other, we gotta support each other, right? Whatever endeavor they're going for or through, we just gotta support them and love them, right? So try this product even just for 30 days or the least 3 months. Now, if you could see what we've seen and like what this amazing people have shared, who's jumped into something that they don't know what it's about, but then they believed in their gut, in their heart, that's gonna help them in the future. Now, I wanted you to explore how to start our own LifeVantage e-commerce business. Talk to the person who brought you here tonight. Okay, or if you're watching this via replay, talk to the person who brought you here tonight. I wanted you to do these three things. Review our newest website. It's called www.exploreactivation.com. Set up an appointment, attend a business overview presentation where we're gonna tell you in depth of it, or even have a 15-minute three-way call with someone successful or a leader in your town or closest person to you with. So anyway, guys, I would like to say thank you for your time, and thank you for all those who's taken part and sharing your stories. You guys are super, super amazing, and I hope to see you guys again next Tuesday. See ya. Bye.